Okay, so currently, why why are baby souls fighting so hard to keep their grip and control over humanity and people? I mean, humanity's people. Um, so if you think about it this way, because this has crossed my mind the other day. So they're always planning, plotting, and scheming because if they're not, what they would have to do then would be to look at themselves, to look within themselves. When people feel that they have lost control of themselves, their own lives, everything in general, they always have to project that outside of themselves in order to feel like they have some sense of control, right? So, in order to feel like they have some sense of control over anyone or anything, doesn't matter what it is, because they'll find a reason or an excuse to have to do the tactics in general. They'll find something, right? Um, I see this person reacts this way. So, like studying people, like psychopathic behavior. Um, and that's because they don't want to look within themselves. They don't want to see their own souls, and have to fix what is wrong internally. So, therefore, when you are afraid or you don't want to look what you have to fix internally, you're always going to project that outside of yourself. And when you do that, when you're in that mindset, when you're a type of person who does not want to grow internally, where your soul doesn't feel like healing or doesn't even think that it needs to heal anything, you're always going to project outside of yourself. You're always going to just continue to find things wrong with everyone else when the problem is actually you. And then when they feel like they have a grip on someone, something, or a group of people, they will continue the same tactics towards that group, people, thing, whatever it is, until it no longer works. Then they're going to continue on again and look outside of themselves and find something else, all in an attempt to not have to look within. All in an attempt to not have to look with. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Jenna. Love it. Thank you so much for giving me the like. Amazing. I love it. I love it. So, in order to, for these people to keep trying to have a sense of control within themselves, that's what they're going to keep doing. Like I said, when the tactics stop working on a certain group or people, individual, whatever it is, they're going to find something else outside of themselves. And they will continue, those baby souls will continue that cycle over and over and over until they have some type of awakening or, you know, soul shaking type thing happen in their lives where they can no longer do that. That something has to basically pretty much shake them awake, their souls awake, in order to be like, you know what? It's been me all along. Like, it was never that person or that person or that group or this thing or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, there's a lot of stuff I need to work on. Yeah, something has to shake them awake. But there's nothing, for a lot of these people, there's nothing that you specifically can do to be able to shake someone awake. Trust me. Trust me, I tried. I've tried it before, and 98% of the time to no avail. Souls have to be ready to grow, to have that type of soul growth. They have to be ready to, they have to want it. They have to be in that state and in that position in general in order to want to have their soul evolve. Um, as is everything, it's all part of a divine plan. So maybe it wasn't that person's time, you know, for their soul to wake up and want to grow. Um, maybe there's a specific timeline that has to occur in order for their souls to want to grow and evolve. But there's always different reasons, you know. This is why we should all respect everyone's path, because everyone's path is different. We all have different callings and purposes, but also, even more importantly, we all have specific things that our souls need to learn in order to evolve while we're here. Um, so I think what would help everyone is to be able to understand, you know what, hey, just because this person isn't doing what you're doing or believe what you believe or living their life the way that you feel like they should live their life doesn't mean that their soul is not doing something else that they specifically need to be doing at that certain point in time. Just as you wouldn't want anybody to be able to put anything on you and think, hey, you should be doing this or you should be doing that. No, that is not for anyone else to say about your life and your soul, you know, your soul evolution. Nobody else has a say so, because even you aren't going to know at what point in time you're just going to be like, boom, wake up, soul. Like, we got work to do. Come on, what are you doing? You know, like stuck in a cycle type thing. But let's see. Um, there were, you said, are you the only viewer? Hey Jay, there were, I don't know, I looked a minute ago or a couple minutes ago. It was like 5 people on here, but I like to try to focus, focus on what I'm trying to, the message I'm trying to give out. So I don't really pay too much attention. But yeah, there was like 5 people on here a couple minutes ago. Um, so yeah, uh, don't try to don't try to wake a stubborn psychopathic baby soul awake, because that is not going to work. Believe me, that will not work. They're going to continue to keep doing the same stuff over and over and over again until until something shakes them awake, you know, or something. I mean, that's what I had to have happen. I didn't go through an awakening till my soul was shaken awake by something happening, and I had to come to the real, or my soul had to come to the realization and wake up and be like, hey lady, you gotta stop doing this thing, you know. You gotta start working on your soul growth and healing and all those things. And boy have I. It was a lot. A lot of work. A lot of work. Never ending. There's always something that we could work on, and there's always something that we should be working on. And if there's like days of rest in between it all that you need, then take those days of rest in between it all, because it's not easy. It's not easy to have to be awake in a world full of people that are asleep. You know, even though they say that people are awakening, I believe it. They probably are. Um, from my own scope and where I'm at, and what I hear and see, I feel like there's definitely people who are becoming more aware of what actually goes on in the world and what's happening, you know, even with things like in politics and all that stuff. Like, all of these things have to take place. These things are going to take place and occur, because not only does each individual, this is the time for each individual soul to evolve. However, it's also a collective time of evolution for everyone as a group to be able to grow and do things differently than we have been. You know, we have to stop projecting at each other. Um, a lot of the things that we deal with on the outside of ourselves are actually things that we need to deal with inside of ourselves. But until you can actually see that, you're not going to do it. You're not going to, you're just going to keep projecting. You know what I mean? So hopefully this helps somebody, and love y'all beautiful souls. And I said it funny, beautiful. And make sure you guys give it a like. Thank you so much, Jenna, for giving it a like. I appreciate you. Bye, beautiful souls. I'll see y'all later.